Hotkeys work. Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is the PandaPuncher, yes, PandaPuncher, and yeah, back in GaraksVille, back in the land of the faced Pamians, and we're just going to continue on where we left off and see how long it takes for us to destroy this colony. So yeah, where did we leave off? We just got these rooms built, beds transferred, still only the 5 colonists. Connor, who is a dickhead, Split, who's the pacifist, I'm pretty sure. Take a quick look here. Incapable of violence, yes. Okay, see, he was the guy who joined us from, he was being chased by the pirates. We need to take stock of the situation. We have 4 packaged survival meals, 30 simple meals, 2 fine meals, and we have a bit of food poisoning going about as well. 5 colonists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds, which means I'm going to turn that one into a medical one for now. And then in here will eventually become sort of a temporary medical bay. But yeah, this temperature wise is staying cold. So yeah, let's jump on in and continue. So we, why, what, why, how? Why are you being an idiot? You're getting attacked by a tortoise? Who's got the melee? You've got a bow. Right, all use. Draft, come over here. Help Connor. He's a tortoise, you don't have to do much. Just shoot the damn thing, kill it. It's a tortoise, you have all the time in the world. You better kill it. There we go. Done. To finish off, someone will eventually come and murder that poor tortoise, but he's a dick, so anyway. Connor's finishing the graves because all the other building is done. We have a bunch of wood, so it probably makes sense to earmark a few floors to be put down. Let's see. Why am I looking at... Floors would be under floors. There we go. And I just realized I have the tilled soil mod. Is it worthwhile doing? We'll do it on the potatoes first. See if for some reason tilling the soil at this stage does it, you know, you lose the plants that are already there. No, you don't. Well, whoop-de-doo. Let's get all that tilled. I forget what it does. This tilled soil, 200% fertile. That's 100%. Oh, okay. Tilled soil slightly powerful. Not going to complain, like. So Connor's getting healed up. Work-wise, who is our best? It would be Connor, followed by Split. So let's make you a 1. You bed rest second, so that at least Connor's getting healed up. Hopefully, you know what? Go and heal Connor. Where are you going? There we go. That's exactly what I want. Collins needs treatment. That's Connor. Yeah, yep. We get that. We know. So we've earmarked. There's a bit of silver here to be mined out. There's some more compressed steel. Compact machinery there. Nothing in here, but a bunch of compact steel all about the place. Vector, where are you going? Ah, you're burying that guy. Fair enough. Needs to be done anyway. Let's deconstruct that whilst we have the chance. Deconstruct. There's a bunch of ship chunks about. That's good. Get a bunch of components. Because I've found that anytime I've played this game any real length, you know, i.e. a full playthrough, the thing I used to usually run out of first and have the most difficulty keeping a decent supply of is components. It's sometimes luck of the draw depending on what's generated in the mountains and the resources you have on map, but I've had proper difficulty with it in the past, so hopefully this time round, with the amount of stuff we're starting out with and the amount of compact machinery that we have to mine out, shouldn't be as big a problem. JP's gotten food poisoning from a simple meal. They must have cooked with rotten meat or something that just wasn't quite right, and it's causing issues, but alas, it is what it is. Production wise, I do want an electric tailoring bench. I think this was something I was looking at before I wrapped up the last episode, so much so that it's actually already done. Bills. Bill. Cowboy hat. Cowboy hat helps with not making a bowler hat. It's just not happening. I'm gonna make some dusters. We'll do until you have not 10. We'll make it 5. And then we'll make cowboy hat, do until you have... We always want 5. Oh, I keep... 5. Then we may as well add in a few other things as well, just so that people don't complain about having no shirts or pants or that kind of thing. So do until you have 5, and once 5 are done, then I think I'll knock it down to about 2, so that there's always 2 floating about. Well, that's the flow I have in my head. Wait, don't suspend. Details, do until you have 5. So, who do we have that's decent at tailoring? So Connor's a 4, JP's a 2, Matthew is a 5 with a small passion for it. So you are our tiller. You can come down on the plant cutting. So whenever you're not mining, you shall do that stuff. And to be honest, actually, shouldn't have cancelled that one. I'll let him mine out that. We could do with the steel. Pardon me. We could do the steel and it'll tidy up that corner, which is fantastic. Orders, structure, furniture is what I'm actually looking for. A bed. Rotate 1, 2. I can get 3 in there straight away. And that should be us sorted in terms of rooms for a while. I know it's not the most glamorous rooms. We have to put a plant pot in them and other lovely stuff. Actually, let's just do that. For some reason, is that the right? You're going to do it that way then. There we go. I was wondering why it was freezing. Bandit camp opportunity. We shall see what that is about, but I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with it because it means me leaving the map. Hakuja, chief of the Purple Grouse, that word, has sent us a message. Apparently bandits based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. They've asked us to destroy it, which means eliminating all enemies and turrets. If we succeed, their relations will improve, and they'll send us this reward of 2,210 silver. Nah, you're alright, mate. You're alright. Fuck away off. So we're going to have a food poisoning issue for a while. That's always fun. Stockpile. There we go. Expand that one. Party. Why? Victor. Shouldn't be having a party. We've got shit to do. Herbal meds need to be refrigerated. I forgot about that. Manufactured. Medicine. Herbal meds. And then we have to all urgently. These are fine, you don't need refrigerated, but get hauled so you're taken out of here. And the same with all this stuff actually. Haul urgently. Psychic drone, are you serious? Okay, every colonist of the male gender winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the male gender. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit worse. Right, so, okay. JP's a male. Victor's a male. Connor's a male. Matthew's a male. And Split is a male. So this affects all of our colonists. Now I can't remember if any of them have the psychically dull, so he's not going to be as affected. Matthew's psychically dull, so he's not as affected. Connor probably is. Victor is psychically dull. And JB's a psychopath, so that's always fun. And he's the one with the big gun. That's fantastic. So is the party over? Can you just go back to work, please? There we go. So we have meds back in here, which should get rid of the low medicine fucking warning. We're only getting that warning because I removed the stockpile from here, and then because there was no medicine in any stockpile, it was saying I didn't have any. Ball-faced lie. Use, no, I'm going to get a dumping stockpile up yonder, because eventually I'm going to dump some stone on it. I do want to clear the trees a little bit as well, or at least assign them to be cleared for a certain distance around the base, because I want it clear. It's just to help so that enemies don't have something to hide behind. Essentially, if I go to structure, and I was actually just going to double this wall here, so it's a bit more difficult to break through, but I'm not. I'm going to wait until I have stone blocks, and then with the stone blocks I shall create the second layer. I'm still not sure how to go about the overall defenses. I'm torn between winging it, seeing if we can just deal with each issue as it happens, or setting up some sort of kill box, sort of traditional RimWorld style. I'm not really sure I want to... I was going to say, I'm not really sure I want to rush the turret tech, but it probably makes sense to do some form of tech. So we want a simple research table. Let's stick it in there. We'll get armchair, wood will be fine. Stick that there, and away we go. Matthew is now creating some clothes, which is fantastic. Not that we have a whole pile of leather or material to be working with, which actually makes what I'm about to do makes sense. Let's actually have a nice double wide area for cotton plant, and then also floor it with tilled soil. That should work well. You know what, I am never certain of the food situation, or if there's going to be some sort of catastrophe. So when that food is ready to be taken in, you just take it in. It's as simple as that gets. So we're I think maybe just the end of the first day of the psychic drone, and so far, and I mean so far, nobody's whinging too much. I really want a night owl. Just so that at this stage, you know, something's being done by somebody. Nobody's doubling up on anything good. Those two still haven't been finished, but this must mean these are at least good quality. Yes, normal. Ooh, cargo pods. Jump to location. Ooh. I have been looking to grab some blocks for some block-based ideas, so that's handy. I don't know how to say it so awkwardly. Don't judge me. Can the wood get hauled, please? That's going to be a lot of hauling, but I think it's worth it because wood goes off, and what's the point in chopping down all this stuff if it's just going to sit there and rot and not get used? May as well have it there. Meal-wise, we're okay. We've lots of raw food. The psychic drone is over. Fantastic. And let's make this dump and stockpile critical, but don't allow any corpses, apparel, or weapons. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to allow rotten, but the only thing I'm taking is chunks, stone, and steel slag. Did I make it critical? Yes, I did. And then I can tell them to... No, not that far out. Haul those. Haul all those. Haul that in. Haul all these in. Get this place tidied up a little bit. Right, everybody's going to be busy for a while. Hauling all that stuff. But I think if I get them hauling at this stage, then it's better in the long run. One, makes the place look neater. That's just going to sit better with me. And yeah, so what? Marshy soil. There is a tech to sort that out, as far as I'm aware. It's like, I don't know, some sort of swamp draining shit. All I know is that it's a thing. Haven't had the chance to play with it yet because I haven't. This is the first time playing RimWorld since the latest update just before Christmas. So at the moment I'm just sticking to what I know. For those of you who may want to know what mods I'm playing, if I remember I'll create a list somewhere. But most likely that list will probably appear on YouTube at some point whenever this video gets uploaded. And everybody asleep once again. I just wish that, you know, you just, I suppose you could give them a bunch of drugs and they can just work through the night. You know, just have coffee and like, you know, one of those saline bag jobs. Power through the night. Yes, I am considering drugging my colonists just for something fun. I've never actually messed about with the drugs in the game, and I haven't had to deal with any diseases yet. But I did notice a couple of traits, maybe just of one particular character, that they are actually quite immune, or they're extra immune to stuff, so it's not as big an issue. Bunch of bimlopes there, I don't like that. But I am very interested in setting up some hunting. So hunt that turkey for me, please. There's a lot of dead animals about. Not a lot of live ones. So we can hunt you. Oh. These beaver bastards. Hogs, turkeys, and beavers. Good. So that should help. Get a few of those hunted. Stock up the freezers. There you go. The good thing is we do have a decent supply of plants, essentially. Bird food. Need some meat in the diet, folks. Bill has completed make tribal wear. Did we have? Ah, we had tribal wear being made there. Whoops. So if I go to research, let's look at the research tree. The research tree. I want to pause and then look at the research tree. So we have the basics. Couldn't be bothered with that. Advanced close combat weapons. Long blades. Machine. Colored lights, incendiary LEDs, refining, chem fuel, electric smelting, drug production. Don't really need any of that at the moment. Devil Strand is probably a good one to grab at some capacity. But I think advanced allows you to produce the recurve bow. Great bows, refining, auto doors, hydroponics, machining. So what I need to get to? Gunsmithing's probably not a bad idea. Geothermal power, smithing, machining, microelectronic basics is definitely one because that helps us trade. Moisture pump, that's what I was thinking of. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. Requirements missing, really? That's unfortunate. Just start researching. In terms of researchers, we have nobody that's good. You're not going to manage. If anyone's going to manage, it's going to be you. And can't really have Connor researching. So bring it up to 2 and not a 3. And here's a disease. Matthew has gotten muscle parasites. Do you have a medical bed and a doctor? One person I didn't want to get muscle parasites, and that's one of our, or any disease for that matter, is one of our better colonists. Why couldn't Split have got it? To be honest, like, come on. Split's a bit of a dick. He had such potential with his name. Like, where did I get to see his full name? Valentin Split Gorodkov. Fantastic name. Bit of a dick. Bit of a dick. So if we can get the microelectronic basics, we'll be able to put in orbital beacons and communicators, so we'll be able to take advantage of any passing trade overhead, which would be great. Split is out planting because he can do nothing else. This is good for something. We will probably oh, they're starting to wear cowboy hats. You should stop making short bows. Bills. Suspend. Because I don't need them. We want you to make the stuff here. Talking about making stuff there, I forgot to place a chair for you to sit on. And if we can get the moisture pump, we can finish off this room and it'll make it better. I am noticing though that we are living in our own filth. It is a fantastic name and he is a total dick, feels now. A complete and utter dick. Impressive beard, impressive name, but nothing else. Not to be fair, as a character, despite the fact that he can't do violence or intellectual, which means he can't even research, the fact that he's a double passion for growing and it's at 9, he's a passion for construction at 9, he can, I don't know, at least bandage people, and he's got a small passion for cooking at a 5, means he will kill people with what he cooks. He's not the worst colonist to have around. It's just at the start I like to have useful people. So haul those in urgently. I can't afford to lose any maids. And get the food in as well. If I see that sitting about for too long, I will manually tell them to haul it all in. It's not that far away from the freezer. There's never that much because we have small plots that it usually get done pretty quickly. But the thing I was going to move on to in terms of stuff that needs done is cleaning. So we put everybody on 1 in terms of cleaning. So because I'm not doing a massive amount of orders, I'm not massively expanding or building stuff, hopefully at some point somebody's job priorities falls through enough that they clean a wee bit. Ideally what we need is more colonists. There's a couple of ways of doing that. 1, hope they fall from the sky, which can happen. 2, most likely thing to happen is some people invade us, we injure them, and we nurse them back to health and convince them to join us. Don't know which is most likely to happen, but time will tell. Now, it's time to think about defences. We have the bases where we can handle a few more people. Food isn't terribly a problem. Space, in terms of accommodating them with beds and stuff, isn't really a problem. We could have 50 more jobs lined up, so having something for them to do isn't a problem. And we do need people to have dedicated roles. I would like somebody completely useless in that can only do cleaning and hauling. I'd like somebody completely useless but just smart to just sit and research non-stop. And that can free up the likes of Matthew to go back to mining and all that fun stuff. Now, just to use degrade. Do degrade. God damn it. Haul urgently. Was there one down here? Because they have gone and dismantled them all. Then didn't carry the fucking things back. Oh, I'll go take apart this thing. Oh, I've got 6 components. I'll just leave them here. Idiots. So yeah, a few people now venturing out to... Split is cleaning. Was cleaning. He cleaned a few things here. You know what? I need to reprioritize things. I need to get some defenses up. What I need to do is orders, deconstruct those. Firstly, yeah, I knew there was one hiding behind there. So deconstruct them. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Probably makes sense to actually, in the short term, do that. Build a wall there, because if somebody comes along here in an attack, I would rather they were some way put off going all the way around, or you know, some of them going this way and some of them coming this way at the base. So if that little wall there just makes the pathfinding... Oh, Wanderer joins. Speaking of random people joining the colony, wonder what type of one we got. Again, impressive beard, that's thanks to the beer mod I have. Oz, good name. Male, again. Need some women in this colony. Age 22, health, right arm bite scar, just fine. Feeling great, very low expectations. That's the kind of quality we need around here. Character, incapable of violent, intellectual, or crafting. I know what you're going to do. You're going to clean. Oh, we could get you to clean and tame. That's a good idea. Ooh. And how long? Slowpoke, psychically dull, and nervous. So you're just pretty much terrible, mate. Restrict. Let's do anything at this time. Everybody's asleep at the same time, of course. You can do that. That does if you want to get to an extra hour of joy. Fuck that. Is there anything else we need to know about you? No, you're a frightened child. You're a frightened child. Social acquaintance, Erst Connor Han. So Wanderer joins. He's a gardener. Okay, so let's look at the work. And why are these things highlighted? Because they're doing jobs that they really shouldn't. So Oz, you shall firefight, patient, no to the doctoring. Rest in bed if you need to. Haul if I need you to. Flick switches. You have 0 skill for social, so you'll be talking to no one. You'll definitely do that. Cooking, but you have 4 is like if people have started to die in huge numbers and we're about to run out of food, we'll get you to cook. You can't hunt at all. Construct could be a 4. Growing's a 2. Mining can be a 3. Plant cutting 1. Art, nope. Haul. You can haul, but you'll clean before you do. So if you're not handling animals, you're cleaning. That's essentially your role in this game. Okay, so let's look at some animals to tame. So alpacas, they're good animals. Let's tame him. That is a male alpaca. Are you a female alpaca? Age 5. Ooh, don't tame him. Cancel that. He's a 15-year-old. Don't want that. Let's see if we can get a wee female 2, female 7. I'm pretty sure there's more alpacas around here. Male 6. Tame. Done and done. And the fact of the matter is, we already have a bed for him good to go. Sorted. Sorted. Yes, I can name the alpacas. But you can come up with a name if you want an alpaca named, and we manage to tame one, then you can name it. I think you can name it. I sold our dog. I'm not sure actually. I know there was a time when you couldn't name the animals, but they had some fantastically randomly generated names. And I can't remember if it was a mod that allowed you to rename or they actually brought it in as a feature. But if we can, then we will rename them. That's if the auto-generated name isn't truly amazing. So, how deteriorated a user? Deteriorated enough and being ignored enough that I want use urgently hauled. And then it'll get to a point where we can just wait, let them haul them in whenever they can, because we do have a good stock of raw food as is. Including 21 animal products, which is the slime. No, I don't think I'll sell the alpaca. I sold the stupid tiny little dog because I couldn't train it for anything. All it could do was eat and, you know, I don't know, get attached to one of the colonists, get killed in a firefight, and then send my colonist into fucking tantrum because he lost his dog. So I got rid of him. But the alpacas, I'll be able to train them to haul some stuff, so they'll randomly go about the map lifting things that need lifted and taking them to stockpiles and all that kind of stuff. I can train them to possibly release prisoners, so they'll guide prisoners off of the map. All successfully tamed an alpaca and named him Alpaca 1. I hope to God we can rename this alpaca. Combat, social, needs, information. Please let me rename him, because that's a terrible name. Do not have named him Alpaca 1 and not let me change it. Okay, maybe I don't bother train or release. Just train in obedience. You get away, Panther. could have swore we could rename him. That's very disappointing. Select next thing in name square. Apparently not. Welcome to the colony, Alpaca 1. I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that the next one will be Alpaca 2. So Oz has successfully... Oz, see this guy? Are you that badly rotted? No. Before you go back, just how about you prioritize hauling that little guy? Since you're going home anyway, take the meat. So yeah. If it's an obedience thing, then I can hopefully rename them after the fact. But if it is an obedience thing, then I'll download the mod for next stream. So I shall. I was going to do something. Furniture. Animal sleeping spot. Let's have a couple here. Next thing I actually wanted to do was put down the party spot. Gotta know where you want to host your parties. Party spot there. Marriage spot can be, I don't know, up against this. That seems like a nice place to get married, doesn't it? Caravan parking spot can be designated spot where caravans can be formed. Boom. And tool cabinet. Increases work speed. Needs to be placed near workbench. One workbench can be simultaneously linked to only 2 tool cabinets. Sometimes I forget what mods I've installed. I aimed for primarily quality of life mods, such as, you know, the work and there's another one somewhere. But anyway, Split is cleaning, which means he has nothing better to do, which I am more than okay with, because this place is stinking. What level are these at? Are you serious? All those motherfucking things. Devastated. Oh, Oz and Alpaca 1 have formed a bond. Oz has named him Warlock. I knew there was a way they got cool names. Where is our little Alpaca Warlock? Animals. Warlock the Alpaca. That's a good name. I like it. It's better than Alpaca 1, like. Still can't change it, but again, a lot better. Let's... Can you not? Requires trainable intelligence. Huh. Turns out alpacas aren't smart enough to be trained. That's new. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. That's feasible. So what animals do we have on the map that could be trained to, like, do shit? Oh, we're gonna have to buy dogs or something. That's disappointing. We have useless animals now. Absolutely useless. Not happy. Not a happy camper. But it does mean that, I don't know, we can do something with them. Be it eat them at some point, sell them for monies, or something equally as horrendous. We will find a use for little Warlock. I keep trying to think of what I'm going to do next. I'm not... Did I pause? I'm not too concerned about digging into the mountain. I've got enough space here to deal with a few things. Here he is, look at him. Look at him, look. He's sleeping. Sleeping. That reminds me, actually. Let's... zone area... Animal area 1 can be inside the base, because now that he's got a bond, if he dies, Oz will flip the lid. And I think he's a psychopath anyway, so we don't want that. So that's animal area 1. Let's go to animals. You're restricted to animal area 1. You cannot be trained to rescue or haul. Do we want... No, don't follow when he's drafted. We don't want you going into combat. Speaking of combat, Oz needs a weapon. Where will our weapons be stored? We have an awful bow. We have a normal bow. Okay. So Oz will be getting a bow. And then... So how many blocks do we get there? 36. That'll give us 56. And then in here we have... I could just look at this. We have 226 blocks. See how easy that was? I was making life difficult for myself. Wake up, Oz, you big douche. Wherever you are. Oh, you chose to sleep there. How about you grab it? Cannot... Oh, I forgot he is incapable of violence. Do not eat Warlock. I won't personally eat him. These guys will. Yous take a long time to grow. I know it's a cotton plant, but Jesus. And we don't have anybody doing research. We need somebody doing it. 2.5, 3. So who's that? Matthew. He's our miner, and our tailor, and our craftsman. The other one is JP. We've got a raid. We'll take a look at that in a second. You've got a research of 0, but we shall get that improved on you. You shall not haul or clean. You shall research. If you're and we're not going to be cutting plants. You're not going to be mining. Growing, yeah. No, you can not grow. And cook. So if you're not cooking, you're researching. So, a group of pirates from the Bloody Group have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. To jump to the location. So we have 3. We have Melor here with a revolver. We have Rain with the mace, and Seti with a wee dirty knife. So they are there. It depends what side they come from. Let's go to restrict. Let's Split and Oz are going to be restricted to area 1. I forgot to unrestrict Split, so maybe that's why he's not been too helpful with the hauling. Everyone else, thankfully, I can just select them like that. Can be drafted, and these are going to come that way. So let's get these out here. No, these are going to go the... there's 2 of these coming this way. That's just great. Oh, nice headshot on Rain. Have you ever done that? Kill him faster. Today it'd be great. I mean, like, right now. Before he starts smashing the face. Where are these other 2 idiots going? Right, you can get over here. Should have come around this way. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, but then they could bash down the door really quickly, and then these 2 fucking idiots would be really in trouble. Bollocks. Kill her quickly. Don't let her stab you in the face. That'd be a stupid thing to do. I'm being stupid standing that close. I know I'm getting shot at. They're fleeing, which is grand. Why did I have to murder them so much? You come out here, strip. And cannot prioritize. Okay, so These guys can be undrafted. Matthew, burying. You're the only one that's not, like, you know, dying right now. Where did the other dickhead go? Over there. First of all, I want to unrestrict use to split. Come over here and strip. Not you personally, I just mean these 3 beds should be made medical. For now it's fine. Do we have a doctor who's not injured? Split. Okay. Oz, you can come out and bury that guy. Do you have enough graves? Yes, we do. Fun, fun, fun. Won't forbid that. It's a shit knife anyway, but it'll bring in it will bring in a couple of coins, I suspect. Yeah. So how didn't check anybody's health. So you is that? No, you just injured your right kidney. That's fine. Victor, he's lost his right ring finger. It was destroyed. That's not good. And you got a bruise on your right hand, a crack in your left humerus. Nothing funny about that. And a bruise in your left arm. Connor, you took a gunshot wound to the torso, and I'm just pulling up my sock because I am. Okay, so you shall get treated, not die. Everything will be grand. Still freezing in here, which is fantastic. And how to deal with the fact that there's a fucking shit ton of trees in my territory. One way would be to plaster the entire thing in wooden floors. No trees can grow up through that. Tree story. But look how clean the place is. It's fantastic. But yeah, just a quick moment to... Yeah, I might want to grab those spuds actually. That's not spuds, that's rice. Those ones haul as well. I've made a few changes since the last stream. Peace talks opportunity. Know nothing about that up here in Northern Ireland. Riesling, Chief of the Green Caribou Latra, has sent us a message. She wants to talk with us in a nearby location. That smells... It's a trap! It could be a great opportunity to improve relations with their faction, but beware. A poor negotiator can cause more harm than good, and even anger them. The offer will expire in 15 days. Jump to location. Let's see. Don't generate an entire planet. I already generated the planet, and look, I'm floating. I really regret pressing this button. I regret it. Okay, so that's where the peace talks are. That's where we are. So, if I wanted, click to enter the planning mode where you can plan your journey and calculate the distance to waypoints. Add 2 more waypoints, so here to here. Right mouse button, add. 3.5 days. Do you want to send anyone? Because I've never got involved in any of the sending people out on caravans or any of that crazy stuff. I've never sent anyone to a peace convoy before. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I kind of want to. Oz. Should we send Split? Actually, no, let's see. Work. Who's our best at social? We're not going to be sending Victor. He's a 7. You're a 6. JP's a 4. You're a 1. You know what? No, fuck them. I don't want no piece of cord. You can come and try and take me, you big bastards. So we've got the other alpaca. Her name is Alpaca 1. Funnily enough. That'll be until JP, or Oz, sorry, creates a bond and gets a name. Victor has fully healed. Fantastic. Meal-wise, we're doing fine. injuries are getting uninjured. And speaking of injuries getting uninjured, Connor has gotten sick from infection. The infection is in his torso. Okay, Connor buddy, hey buddy, you might want to perk up there. Infection minor, immunity 0. So who's our next best doctor? Because Connor is our best doctor. Split. Sorry to wake you up, buddy, but I want you to treat this guy. Because he's pretty important to us. One of the original 3? Yeah, original 3. Quality 77%. So it's been treated. Immunity 7%. We'll need tending in 11 hours. It's only minor, so we should hopefully make it. I don't want to be burying one of our colonists just yet. That suck ass. That's silver. JP has fully healed. That is good, good. I may want to think about doing something. Architect, production. I want stonecutter's table. You can be put there. Oh, outdoor penalty. No, we're going to fix that. Don't worry. It's called orders. It's called zone area. It's called pulled roof area. We'll give you a wee roof here. That's going to annoy me if it's like that. And all that stuff's getting done. Colonist needs treatment. I am aware that will need hauled at some point, but it doesn't degrade, so it's okay-ish. More trees are getting cut, which means it's probably time to think about actually doing something with our defenses. I know I've mentioned it about 18,000 times today, but I genuinely mean it. We need to do something about it. Keep looking about for animals that are tameable, that that are useful, not like stupid warlock and alpaca 1. Stupid alpacas. Genuinely irked at that. That actually annoys me. Got shit tons of silver on this map. It's crazy. I've never seen that much on a map before. Colonist needs treatment. That's probably Connor, because you're a dickhead. What I do want to do is look at setting up some sandbags and stuff. So security, sandbags. Let's set up a line of sandbags just there. We will mine that out and that out. Let's actually assign those to be mined right now. Get that compacted steel out. So bed of sandbags there. I'm not overthinking the security. If I spent too much time thinking about this, then I would never build anything. That's going to annoy me though. That's further out than that one. Cancel. And I don't know why I'm breaking tradition with what I would normally do. Same for up here. So if I put one there, 1, 2, gap, 1, 2, gap, gap. No, I don't like it. Don't like it. Sandbags. Do it the other way. You'll see what I'm getting crazy about in a minute. And that. That and that. Structure, wood wall. There, 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 and there. I'll do that for now. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? Security, some more sandbags. I shall put them along. Probably makes sense to go that way with them. And then just some on the corner here, just sort of. If they're attacking from that corner, I'm not too fussed on actually I mean by that corner I mean from this side of the map. I'm not too fussed. I'd rather they make their way round and we deal with them somewhere else, but this will be here just this token. I do have to cancel this, so there and there, there and there. Wall. This should all, for those who don't play RimWorld and don't have a clue what I'm doing, neither do I, so don't worry. Now this has, there is method behind the madness, so to speak. So that'll all get done. So these are sandbags. You can shoot over sandbags. These provide some sort of something to stand behind to shoot. The purpose of the little walls is so that I can put a roof over it. Keeps our colonists in the shade, which means they can see better and aim better and shoot at the bad guys. The bad guys being everybody else. And sometimes even the people in our own colony. They also count as bad guys. So we will want as much of these trees covered as possible. But for now, not much we can do about them. So that's been built. Bills add bill. Make any stone blocks. Do forever. Someone will do that whenever they have absolutely sweet FA else to do. Which includes split cleaning over there for some reason. I suppose I should consider expanding the power ahead of doing some other stuff. Orders, mine. I'm going to mine that out. Create a little room here. I'm going to make it a battery room. It's not a good idea, is it? Because if those batteries explode, then everything goes to hell. Everything. Have we progressed anywhere on the research? No. So we just don't have that person that we can just sort of let waste about and do nothing. I know Oz is going to get there, but it needs to probably do a wee bit training. Alpaca 1, you all may as well get trained on that stuff. Here we go. So your intelligence is what? You're intermediate. Is that just all alpacas, or is that, you know, an individual animal thing? Eclipse. That's not good. Because our power right now is solely from solar, and the funny thing about Eclipse is that there's no sun. So the solar power is a bit of an issue. I don't know. But I am going to nip out for a quick 5-minute break. So yeah, that's going to have to wait until I get back. Yeah, we'll see if my hotkeys that I hastily set up before the stream actually work. I'm trying to remember what the hotkey is. It'd be that, and that's... Yep, and... And back. Before I get stuck into the second part of the stream, I am going to adjust the game volume because apparently it's not coming across on the stream too well. It's loud as fuck in my ear. I actually turn this down. But yeah, we're going to go with that. Should be better. The desktop audio is reaching the same levels as my mic, and if you can hear me, you can probably hear that now. Close. But if it's too loud, or still no sound, let me know, and I'll continue to adjust. So yeah, here's our little tiny defences getting made. And the other thing I want to do there is build a roof area, like so. You can get a roof now because there's enough of a building to support it. Anything built down here yet? Nope. Still can't hear it at all. That's fantastic. There must be something I have... It's not muted on OBS. If it was muted in OBS, then none of my recordings would ever have any volume. Ah. I think I know what the problem is. Give me a second. I shall be right back. Nope, don't know. Again, you can see how high the volume is here. I'll make it higher again. But I thought maybe there was something I had set up differently for stream audio. But that doesn't seem to be the case. This is going to screw up my YouTube recording because I'm going to have to remember that approximately an hour, 12 minutes in, that I put the game volume up really, really loud. I'm going to have to lower it down. I'm going to have to sort that out. That's pretty sucky because whilst it isn't the most amazing music in the world, the background music of RimWorld is quite relaxing and it's nice. And you get the little beeps when there's warnings and shit, and there's sounds of trees being chopped, and yeah, I can see what you mean now, Fatal Snail, with the shimmering everywhere, but that's just, you know, if I put this down to just normal speed, it is just the grass and the stuff like weaving about, probably a little tiny bit of heat haze because it is 29 degrees outside, but it just makes it look crazy when you're up at speed 5. So preliminary defense is in. This has been built so we can put the roof area on it. So one overlapping each side. Done and done. There's enough built here so I can get away with this. And Bob's your uncle. We're probably getting a bit short on steel. 729. How are we for components? 40. Components be used every time that sometimes you see people go up and mine at these or do something to these things. They're repairing them, and it's across the board. And I just realised, and I forgot, that we're in an eclipse and we have solar power. Chem fuel power generator. You know, we're going to have a wood powered generator for now, right there, and a little we'll just make sure it's powered. So if shit hits the fan, and this is still being blocked by roof. Ah, okay. Cancel. Let's put that. You can actually go here. I know I have the roof there. And that'll keep that protected from the rain. And then I can remove roof area here. But everybody's asleep, so nothing will get done. Except for Split, he's just, you know, going around like a mad bastard. Warlock, sleeping. Alpaca 1, still got a crap name. So we haven't had anybody trading come by lately, and I haven't dedicated anyone yet to doing any research, so we haven't had the chance to work our way towards, you know, orbital trading. So JP, what are you doing? Victor, what is your priority? Hunting. Cook, JP, you can come down. Who's starving? We've got like 73 meals, mate. Go fucking eat one. Dickhead. God damn it. A fault in electrical conduit has caused a short circuit. So this is what I was referring to when I said it mightn't be a good idea to have all our batteries in one tiny room. It's better to have them in a tiny room over here that's surrounded by stone than in a building made of wood. And the temperature in here can literally go through the roof because obviously there's fire inside. Can everybody please Right, I need you to draft, undraft, put out the fire. So now we do have a problem. Oh, the eclipse is over. So we had that electrical short circuit essentially, and it zapped all the power we had out of our batteries, which was bad because we had the eclipse and no solar panel access to actually replace that power. But thankfully, it freaked out and we're okay now. Done and done. Power, we could probably get a second wind turbine on the go. This time I shall put it here. I know it's going to piss me off with it being off center, but I couldn't be bothered dealing with the roof access and all that nonsense. How is this wood holding up? There's some here that was here for ages. Starts to deteriorate a whole bunch, then we will do something about it, but for now I don't really care. You don't need to mine that because it is just stone. And it's night time again and people are asleep. I feel as if nothing gets done ever. So you're going to need hooked up to power in some description. So we just come through the walls and away you go. This is primarily for a backup. It's the only reason we are having this. I don't care if it doesn't get fueled. It is purely there to compensate for this. So I have dedicated that to be mined. In terms of cancel these orders for now, we've got other stuff that needs done. So mine those. Structure, wall. I started talking about changes I had made since the last stream and then forgot to finish what I was saying. I think I'm losing track of my conversations. See, a couple of people who were watching and giving me a bit of feedback had suggested that, especially for a game like RimWorld, and probably a lot of the... I'll address that in a second. A lot of the games that I be playing or live streaming, 1080p 60 frames per second probably isn't that necessary. And considering the fact that, you know, I'm starting out, for a long time, you're talking tens of viewers on good days, that people have to watch it on the source, based on the source. And if I'm streaming in 1080p 60 frames per second, that's what people have to watch it in. So I've lowered it to 720p 30 frames per second. It should allow people to watch it a wee bit better and less stuttering or buffering, and considering the game, not impact the aesthetics or the quality. Well, that's the plan. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So Matthew's nearly finished mining this, and then he can go and start hopefully researching, or somebody do something. What is that? We have a party. JP's doing a party. Okay. Heatwave. Yeah. Yeah. About that. Temperature. Cooler. We're going to want to ramp this up big time. So vent. There, 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 and there. Probably going to want to... We'll put a dedicated cooler for just this room as well. Cooler for the hospital. And... Do you want to do that? And then vent out into this room? Hopefully that shit gets built soon. Because look, it's 23 degrees in here and rising. And I know with some items like if we go to gear, cowboy hat. How can you see the stats on the... I'm pretty sure, like, if you go in here, right, bills, We're making dusters, pants, blah blah blah. Cowboy hat. Details. So we add a bill, cowboy hat, information. I thought, you know, you got information on what temperature it helps you with and everything like that. Am I missing something? What's the temperature like in here? It's going to be above freezing shortly. So you're going to be high use, which means power is going to be used quite a bit. Let's bring you down a wee bit more. This isn't really going to help too much. Probably the most helpful thing right now would be doubling up these walls so there's less heat transfer. Or I could do that. That's really going to strain the power. But oh well. Architect. Starvation. I don't know how you're starving. Go feed yourself, you dickhead. You need to do that, but you can come all the way through here, up to here, and there, and we will also see in here will be stay. Oh, ooh, Jesus! It's 47 degrees outside. That'd be a tad warm. I'd have died long ago. Like as soon as I got above 20 degrees, I'd have just keeled over. Do not like the oil temperature. Somebody fuel this bastard, please. Connor, I know. Split, you're doing nothing. Prioritize refueling that. So we get a bit of extra power being generated, which is great. You may as well haul in this stuff. Because if you don't, it's just going to go to waste. At least, you know, in here it won't go to waste as quickly, despite it being 13 degrees. Victor, I don't know what you're doing, but you can prioritize working on the cooler. And that was a smart idea. Forgot that it was going to break a big hole in the wall. You take your time, mate. It's alright. Perfectly fine. We can let the fridge heat up to 50 degrees. Perfectly fine. And you failed. Do you not fail this time? Are you serious, Victor? Are you serious, Connor? Could you please? No, Victor. Victor. Connor. What is Victor's construction? That'd be my mistake. That'd be my mistake. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 1. Done. Right, please start cooling this thing down. So between the wind turbines and our wood burning generator, we should keep power going throughout the night, which is good. We need all this finished to cool down these rooms. Tad warm inside at 35 degrees. People will start having bad moods because they sleep too warm. People will start having issues staying conscious if it goes on too much longer. These are 6 to 8% grown. That's just not good enough. If I was to do another growing zone temporarily just for the lols, say, let's just do a 5x5. So what else can we grow? So the cotton plant, none else that we can use for clothing until we unlock the devil strand, but we'll get that in a bit. What's the temperature like in here now? -5. So if people start suffering from that heat stroke, we shall tell them to go stand in the freezer for a bit. That's what I do on a warm day. It's not. I just moan about how warm it is. Just keep hauling that shit in, lads. So Victor just keeps going out and doing his thing. Have we had any research done? We've had a tiny bit of research done. Awesome. Constitutes treatment. What is your problem? Muscle parasites. Great. Oz, why are you still wearing shitty apparel? You know what, Oz? What is it that you're wearing that is crap? Ooh. Okay, no, it's not an issue. He's dropped his crappy t-shirt, he stopped complaining. I don't know, see if I was upset or annoyed at a piece of clothing I was wearing. Okay, here's the crazy thing. I'd probably just take it off. And not wait for some weird power from above to go, you know what, mate? That's giving you a bit of bother there. You should probably take that off. So if our battery's full, yes, so we're wasting potential power generation stuff. So I'm going to stick the extra batteries in here. So even if they go explodey, they are out of the way, none really to spread. We can handle any fire that comes out this direction, and everything is awesome. Now the song's in your head. We are going to need power up here anyway, so we'll come along the walls to here and done. Do we have enough irons or steels to do all this? Not if Victor has anything to do with it. You're going to have a disturbed sleep, but you should hopefully have a more comfortable one. If I try and cool this room down a bit. So you are down at 18 degrees. These vents should allow that to hopefully filter through a bit. Luckily these are unowned for now. You can... yeah, you're keeping that cool. Okay. I can work with that. That is good. Whew. Hate heat waves. The thing about this game, and the thing that makes it amazing, is that it has a habit of, you know, just piling things on. I know I'm asking for trouble here, but dealing with one thing at a time is okay. Dealing with two things at a time can be okay depending on what they are. Dealing with 85,000 things at a time, not so much fun. So time will tell what we get. And considering the fact that I'm running low on certain resources, I'm going to mark out some mining. You can start mining that again. That. We do have compact machinery in there. We want to grab that. We will probably grab that. But because it's in the wall, I don't want to right now. Anything else that's not too far away, we can probably grab those two for now. Those. You're probably going to come the whole way through and be the one big block, which I'm perfectly okay with. And that should keep our miner busy for a while. And then I am going to order... what was that? Incapacitated refugee opportunity. See, I wish I could just build a wall from stone, and then just build it whatever stone you get first, but I have to choose a stone. What's the most that I get away? I have more marble, which is this stuff? That's sandstone. What am I talking about? That's marble. That's limestone. I have no idea what stone is. Anyway. Esther? That person, builder, contacts you on radio. Don't have one. So it's a magic radio. Maybe it's through Warlock. And requests help. He is wounded, unable to move. Without your help, he will die within 5 days. It may be dangerous there, so be aware. You know what, mate? To be honest, I'd have been, you know, second guessing whether or not to help you if you had just landed in my colony. So I'm not going to go travel 5 days, or travel within 5 days to see if I can get you and deal with possible bandits and all that shit. I have enough trouble keeping these idiots alive because since they are idiots, it is a difficult thing to do. Idiots are just that. Idiots. And I have a heat wave to deal with. I have, you know, just tough luck. Mate. That's just all it is. I'm going to want them in as soon as possible. So haul those urgently, please and thank you. We've got most of the vents set up. So these people's rooms should stay reasonable. It's not going to be enough to completely keep them cool. The vents just allow air to flow through each of the rooms, so the closer you are to the cooler it's going to be. But it just means that hopefully none of the rooms are increasing to ridiculous temperatures, and you know, people don't die. You know something? This stuff has been in this room too long. See, this is one of the things that a dog would have helped with. A dog that is trained to haul. You can unforbid that and move it to wherever it needs moved. How are we doing for resources? Food-wise, grand. Medicine-wise, grand. Speaking of medicine, haul please. You know what? I am going to order... Heatwave is over! I can stop using all my power on these. You can... don't want you to plus 10. Go back to -6. That's still overkill. Because we were fine beforehand. You know what? You can toggle the power of that one. And you can stay at 20 degrees. You can stay at 21. Yeah, that'll do. So yeah, -6. So with a normal temperature, 2 coolers are enough. If you get a heat wave, we can power on the third one. Or if we double up the walls, then I'm sure the 2 should be able to keep us near freezing. You've detected an escape pod crashing hard nearby. If anyone survived the impact, they'll be badly wounded. You can rescue them and send them on their way, or capture them for recruitment or slavery purposes. You know what? While Moyer here, he's got a badass beard as well. Health. His left hand's cut, he's got a crack in his femur, he's got an old gunshot wound, he has asthma in both lungs, he is 66 years of age, can't intellectual or violent. I know I named the colony Face Pamians, but I don't want every person that comes along to be a complete thick idiot and make me want to actually facepalm. I mean, I need people. He's super immune. He's sanguine, so you know he's upbeat. Psychically deaf, so a psychic drone's not going to bother him. It's another guy who is scared of shooting stuff. Barely social, can barely do anything with animals. He's 7 construction, mining 4, growing 6, artistic 1, crafting 8. He's too useless to have. I'm going to... Where is he? He's so far away as well. Matthew, what are you doing out here? You can rescue. We'll be nice. We'll rescue him. We have a lightning storm, or else my computer's freaking out. No, it's definitely a lightning storm. Thank God, not a dry one. Matthew? I gave you a fucking order. What? Well, where did he go? He was down here and... Did he get eaten? Did he just disappear? Was he a wizard? Did lightning hit him and he exploded? I am very confused right now. JP Settler has just been inspired. He'll walk 1.5 times faster for the next 24 hours. You go, JP, crazy psychopath. Really have no idea what just happened there. Yeah, all those were taken in. Let's haul all those in. There's not really no point, but we're going to. And I want to deconstruct. No, don't deconstruct that, you idiot. I need to go into floors. Remove floor. Done and done. I shall remove this floor. I shall remove this floor. And this floor. May as well get some free stone. Blockwise, we have 389. Still most marble, so structure, wall. If we go to marble blocks, it takes 5. So we have 188. That's 150. 175, 180, 185. Next is slate, so we go to slate. I know it's not going to match, I know. Don't care. So it's 35, so that leaves with about 50. There we go, we can double up that wall for free essentially. So, yeah, that'll do for now. And then we'll probably stick in a second door. And that'll do nicely. Struck compact machinery, oh lucky us. Matthew's gotten food poisoning. Always seems to be Matthew. No, I wasn't looking for Matthew. There was the, you know, the guy that escaped, that crashed in the escape pod. We were looking at him, the old guy, 66. Couldn't do violent, all that stuff. He crashed here because here's the wreckage of his little shuttle pod. And then I went up here, I saw Matthew. Went to click the guy, go rescue him, because we were going to heal him up and send him on his way. And then Matthew just continued mining, and I was just like, what the fuck you at, Matthew? This guy's down here. And he's just gone. 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 Poof. Not even sure it really happened. Just a figment of my imagination. I'm contemplating getting some pet bimalo to use as weapons. Tame. So Oz will be the guy to go out and tame. Good man, Oz. Oh shit, we have some stuff being done. Urgently haul that shit before it deteriorates any further. I want it to be all pristine and shiny and awesome and great. Yes. Harvest that shit. Or, you know, not. Connor failed. Connor's gotten food poisoning. God's sake, Connor. How about you stop failing the construction? And just, you know, not fail? Because we don't have that many resources. This is a finely tuned operation. You're wasting resources. Stop wasting resources. Lad. What are you doing? We've got bunches of cotton now, which means we should be able to get our tailoring done if anyone is free to tailor. But I just want something to happen. I would like a good attack where we only injure a few people so we can heal them up and, you know, recruit them for our own purposes. We don't really have much in the way of weapons. Bulls. If we add a bull, yeah, there's nothing really worth creating there. In terms of the research tree, we are allows you to make simple weapons. Then we'll be going to machining, which will allow us to disassemble dead mechanoids. Then we'll be going to microelectronic bases, which allows us to do a few other things, including the high-tech research bench, comms console, etc., etc. And then we're going for moisture pump. That doesn't seem like a good thing. I'm thinking we go gunsmithing after electronic bases. Because why not? Why aren't you, you know... That's Warlock. So who are you? Alpaca 1. Huh. You haven't formed a bond with anyone, so you don't have a name yet. Orders, mine. You're going to mine more of that. You're going to mine more of that. You're going to mine that and that. Get as much of these resources as possible. How is it looking down here? It's fine. You can grab that. That is going to get rotten if we don't take it inside. God, how are you struggling so much, mate? I mean, it's just a stone wall. It's like normal walls, but stone. You've been doing it all game. Just stop being a dickhead and do stuff. And that's not a good enough excuse, Fail Snail. You shouldn't step out. As soon as my stream starts, boom, that's your evening done for 2 hours. I don't have to comment further, that's just it. So people in, don't get sick. These idiots. Victor is cooking though, that's a good point. He's not the best cook in the world, let's just say that. So how much cotton do we have? 820. Is it cotton or cloth? Or just cloth? Oops, that's a stockpile. It's cloth. Okay, okay. JP's still researching. Is there anything... Could we get somebody else? So he's 3. Does anybody... Connor has a passion for it. He's been terrible at constructing stuff lately. Why isn't Split doing it? Connor, you can come down to 2 there. 2, 2, research 1. JP, you can go back to 2 in researching. 1 on hauling. But you do have a big passion for hunting. And we have... you were the good cook. That'll do for now. That will do for now. Give me a night owl. Or something. I need proper weapons as well, because we only have these people who can actually do anything. And Matthew has a bow. A normal short bow. Shoddy, awful. So we have 4 proper meds left. We have a decent number of herbal medicine. Just okay. We're using quite a bit of power. We still haven't built these. Don't know why, but we haven't. I have no problem with Matthew just mining away. Mad animal. A local tortoise. Where are you going to go? Alright. See, if I don't do something about him, he is going to cause an issue. That's just as simple as it gets. There we go. And done. Everybody back to work. I'm going to haul in all the wood. Because I'm a mad bastard. I finally got it all cut down. I don't want it all rotting away slowly. Because I have a feeling shit's going to get destroyed quite badly when I have the next major issue that comes my way. And yeah, I'm going to want to be able to rebuild things quickly, fire up walls, all that lovely stuff. And I can't do that if I have to go and cut shit down. Speaking of things going terribly wrong, before I even look at what's coming my way, I'm going to jump, put wooden floor there. Then I'm going to wooden floor at 2. 2x2 around the base, or around the primary walking areas, because that will speed up people running around. You're just gonna I knew that was going to be how that was going to work. I only wanted one down each side. It'll tidy things up a bit as well. You still can't... Really? That's how much of that is swamp. I was just doing that to see how much was swamp. I'm not actually looking to floor that. So, a group of pirates from the Executioner Partners have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. Watch out, they appear to be unusually clever with their tactics. Jump to location. So we have 4 here. Ghost, who has steel shiv. We have Jup with an auto pistol. We have Vaz with a steel shiv. And we have Pusa with a steel knife. So they are down here. You get these 4 guys and hopefully get them in the position as quickly as possible before they start running over. Matthew there, Victor there, that's fine I suppose. Connor, where are you going? Go. It doesn't matter. Start shooting people. Right, that's one person dead. That's another one dead. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Knock him out, knock him out. Don't kill him. Please. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's move slightly. So these are dead. So strip. Strip. Unforbid. Unforbid. Luciferium, something. Victor, I want you to capture. We need a prison. That'll be the prison. Victor, capture, please. Matthew, you're not dead, so strip. And bury. And I want you to strip Ghost and bury Ghost. Done and done. Actually, you know, haul that in as well. So if we don't use it, we can even sell it or can use an ingredient for something else. It's great crack. So we have Pusa the Builder, 34. He has left little toe. Hasn't lost any body parts. He's 34 years old. We can probably heal him up. He's dead in 8.8 hours. Prisoner, 63% chance of being recruited. Chat and recruit. Where is our doctor? That would be L. Connor here. Probably our best doctor. Is he? Is he though? Probably. Split. You're going to go and prioritize tending. Don't want him to die. That would be bad. He's getting some treatment. Is he still at risk of death? Incapable of dumb labor, intellectual, or cooking. But if we do take him on, we've got construction, some mining, some crafting, good passion for artistic, which is a means of us bringing in money, and I think it might be worthwhile keeping him on. Because if at a minimum it allows us to free up some other colonists for some things. So yeah, the raids are getting a little bit feistier. Still nothing that should truly threaten a colony unless you make a mistake. But again, they are getting feistier. So this could be turned back into a normal bed. Because we have our medical bay here. What we should actually do is power... no, not power. Is it furniture? Standing lamp. We should have one there. Anywhere else we should have one? Probably in here, to be fair. And I don't know why these haven't been done yet. We do have the supplies, so they should. A chunk of spacecraft has fallen and landed nearby. Not near enough for me to care about right now. Especially since we aren't completely starved for components. A tornado. When did that become part of the game? Well, that's new. Feel free to stay over there. Good. That is kinda cool. It's kinda cool. Yes, it's kinda cool. Use guys, I shall hunt. Who's the guy that we were supposed to... It's Oz. We changed your priorities. You're still #1 handling though, so you should be doing that. Who do we change to do the research? It was Connor. Plan cut can come to 2, but you're doctoring. If you're not doctoring, we want you to construct. So they can be a 3. So you're 4, 4, and 4, 3, and 3. But first and foremost, research. Yes. That will work. And who did we put onto the constructing? Split. Construct, then grow. If nobody's a 1 in growing. Not even the gardener. Actually, you know, you can be a 1 before you start doing other stuff then. Okay. That'll work. He says, full of confidence, knowing exactly what he's doing. So yeah, Split is going to do the constructing. Okay, I think we have a better balance with the skill sets now. I want to get these halts straight away. Matthew, you're not escaping. There we go. Back to work. 5 components just. I always forget that there's a very bad transfer of, like, see when you mine compacted steel, you get like 30 something per portion, essentially. But with the compact machinery, you only get 1 or 2 or a small handful of components. It sucks, but it is what it is. I know I said it again. An alpaca is pregnant. Well, there you go. We're going to have a baby alpaca. Whoa, 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 whoa. I do not have time for this shit. Why are you all getting the flu in the summer? Matthew, Split, and Connor. So out of those, Connor, Matthew, and Split, that's 2 of our doctors. And our backup doctor. Oz, we need you to do some doctoring. That is great. Patient, bed rest if you need the bed rest. That is fantastic. We have 1,000 silver, 70. We only have 70 steel in storage. So good thing we're mining a shit ton out. And does it degrade? No, obviously not. That'd be stupid. Imagine steel degraded. Ugh. That'd be a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'm pretty sure I assigned one of these guys to get tamed a long time ago. Oz, what are you doing? You're praying. To who? It better be to me. Then I kick your ass for fucking praying. Haul urgently. Haul this shit in, people. It's 10 minutes to go till I call it for this stream. And we've grown our colony by 1. That's something. Now, this is bad. So we have a manhunter pack. Now, manhunter packs in general aren't good. What'll make this game ending, or not game ending, or potentially game ending, it's a high chance, considering the fact that we don't have turrets, we don't have like a lot of good weapons, we don't have everyone in the colony capable of actually using said weapons, and 2 of the people who can currently have the flu. Manhunting raccoons, it could have been a lot worse. So how many of them? A few. Okay, so let's restrict everyone to area 1 for now, and that should be okay. No, it's not going to be okay. Split and Oz. Need you to sit in there. Need you guys to... shit. They're going to get through that in no time. Or not? Alright, I need you to... Thought they were just going to come straight through there. Raccoons are not the fiercest animals in the world, but 6 or 7 of them, I'm on 8 of them that attack anybody that they get near. Probably, yeah, not good. Not good. So they could sit here for a long time. They could disappear tomorrow. The fact of the matter is, if my people go outside, they're going to eat them. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. I just accidentally moved my monitor with magic. Don't know how. Probably caught a cable with my foot. Ah, who's this? It's just a alpaca. I thought it was one of our alpacas. Psychic Soothe. Ah. Every colonist of the male gender smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the male gender. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit better, which is good considering we have sick people. Flu, minor, immunity 60%. Connor, flu, minor, immunity 60%. Split, flu, minor, 60%. So they seem to be getting treated alright. Still minor, they're over halfway towards immunity, so we shouldn't lose anybody to the flu. It is just unfortunate that we have to deal with this. Whilst we have a manhunter pack and... what would be good is if somebody decided to raid right now and the raccoons mauled some of them. Just a little bit. Just a smidgen. Just nom nom nom. Just a tidy mauling of attackers. Even if it was actually like trade caravan or something, that'd be alright as well. I wouldn't give a shit. As long as it's not my people who get gnawed to death. Victor's finally getting around to flooring because he can't go outside and do anything. That stuff should be hauled, for the love of God. Haul. Who's got the tattered apparel? Oz. Stop getting crappy clothes. What is tattered? It's probably because this is below 50%. Maybe it's a good thing you can't I haven't started the game volume for the stream, because the noise of Manhunter packs is just constant. Absolutely constant. Autosave. I'm trying to hang out to see if we can get rid of these guys before I head off, but that might not be possible. But we'll give it another 5 minutes, because that's, you know, the time I have on me. Again, taking stock of what we have, meal-wise we could be better, but we have over 4,000 units of raw food. We have some manufactured stuff, medicine seems to be grand, we've got some initial drugs in, but we took that off. Some people we killed in raid. We do have a prisoner that we're trying to recruit, and yeah, we're slowly but surely getting sorted. But this Manhunter pack is inconvenient. We have stuff to be doing, people. Stuff to be doing. Oh, it's this goddamn snake keeps killing these bastards. Python wakes up, noisy raccoon beside him, just nom. Die. All this needs treatment. It's fine. It's fine. We don't have the Manhunter pack anymore, do we? Well, there is still a raccoon. So if I... two of them. One's asleep. One's pissing me off. How many dead ones do we have? 2. Huh. Split is fully healed, which is good. It's very good. Victor's still plopping down wood. If he ever gets around to building, will be fantastic. You... Come on, Cobras, kill him. He's just annoying at this stage. Let my people free. But anyway, the Manhunter pack didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. Our base is coming along okay. I think I'm going to start looking into producing some drugs and stuff as well. Regardless, next time round I'm going to have someone dedicated research just to get that started, because we are lagging behind big time, or the attacks are starting to ramp up. We could do with some turrets out here to give us some form of extra defense, and then we can start creating artwork and various other crafts, bits and pieces, and start making some money and getting some cool stuff going on. Work our way up to geothermal power so we don't have to depend on any of this. And yeah, GaraksVille is ticking along nicely. We have yet to lose a colonist. That will inevitably happen soon enough, but not this time round, because this stream is over. So please, 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 please go away. Until next time, folks, good luck and goodbye.